from Santiago Canyon College in Orange, California. Time Warner Cable welcomes you to the 2015 CIF State Girls Volleyball Championships. Our full day of coverage culminates with the D1 Championship as Menlo Atherton takes on Redondo Union. My name is Randy Rosenblum. This, of course, is Dustin Avall, former great player at USC, played on the beach. AVP star there as well. And it's North against the South. Final match, D1, and the North has dominated all day long. We've had 4 earlier matches, Dustin, all won by the North.
Redondo Union representing for Southern California as well as representing for themselves, trying to be back-to-back Division I state champions.
Yeah, they won it last year, but they have a formidable foe against them in MA, and they have a great player in Leanna Collins who has 302 kills this year.
5'11", but wait till you see her jump. She skies out of the gym. She's going to hit all around the block and maybe even over it.
On the other side of the net is Megan Rice. She's
Senior.
hitting 362 on her way to Santa Barbara.
Going to Santa Barbara. Gauchos, they're waiting for her there, and she just keeps getting better. A senior, been on varsity since her sophomore year. Watch her maturity as she changes up speeds with her shots as well.
I'm really anxious to see how Redondo plays here. They're playing at such a high level. Great win in the SoCal finals against Trabuco Hills. They knocked out a great Torrey Pines team. MA on the other side of the net, they've been very good as well. 27-7, winners of 7 consecutive matches to get here. There's their head coach, Fletcher Anderson. He's 30 years of age in his first year, replaced Ron Whitmill. Whitmill went on to win a state title earlier today. Says he's got a family atmosphere with these girls. They're really close. And there's Tommy Chafin's, one of the nice guys around. 15 years on that seat, won the state title last year, also has 2 CIF championships. 14, of course, when he went on to win the state, and back in 2006 he won the CIF crown.
Used to coach the boys at Redondo as well, gave that up in 2007.
We are ready to go. Kirby Knapp, the captain, puts it in play. First point goes to Menlo Atherton. That's DeSanto, and she's a high flyer. She's undersized, but she can really get up.
Seems to be the theme for these MA Bears.
DeSanto's only 5'6" on the outside. Doesn't matter. She tips, had it blocked back. Going, she was not alone. The setter, Lucia, was there.
Great play early by Kyla Doing. She's just a freshman, number 22, coming out. She's been ecstatic to play on the high stage, and she's done great in the playoffs.
Point apiece. Koopman serving, a 5'7" junior. From the deep court, a kill for Salas, Kiana Salas. Plays that middle back position, not noted for her offense, but she was fluid there.
Already early on, the Menlo Atherton crowd, just like their team. They may be small, but they're mighty.
Oh, they're a very good team. Jacqueline DeSanto, their junior, just an amazing player with that earlier kill. She's 1 kill away from 300 on the season. The PAL Bay Division MVP serves. Rice with the left hand tip, and it's down. Beautifully orchestrated by Megan Rice. And on her way to UC Santa Barbara, but she wants a state championship before that.
This is the type of play you wouldn't see out of Megan Rice a couple of years ago. Going very smartly with the left hand and just keeping the ball in play and actually earning a kill rather than trying to go after it hard like that one.
Hitter's delight, the overpass and the Rice slam at the net off a beautiful serve from Noreen Yosia. This serve is a BB. And
Rice
that's a pretty good finish.
Rice can bounce it. She will. Just wait and see.
Again, Yosia, and another overpass. It wasn't a replay. It happened again. Megan Rice taking dead aim. 4-2 for the Seahawks, who went 9-1 in the Bay League. Great league in Southern California. Along with Miracosta. Two terrific teams. Rice again. She's dug that time by Rumeliotis, the outstanding libero of Menlo Atherton. That one's down the line and out, and a point for the Bears. Rice wants a touch. She's not going to get it.
Interestingly, she's asking for the touch on the defender, not on the block. Although the referee saying that it was clearly seen down without a touch.
Up official Renee Marcella said, nope, not that time. It wasn't touched. There's a kill for Relaz. Maddie Relaz, opposite 5'8" junior. Young lady plays bigger than her size, had 9 kills in the regional championship match. Redondo by 2. Collins arrives. You really like her.
Yeah, I love having a high flyer like Collins on the right. Really give her the opportunity to see the court, be big and bang as she does on that one for the 4th point of the game.
Rice from the deep court. This time it's played nicely by the Bears. That's long and a point for Redondo Union. Good action early in our Division I state final.
Very typical of what you're going to see from number 16 on Redondo, Amanda Sau. Whereas Rice is really the big banger. Sau just moves it around, keeps the ball in play, as she did on the last rally.
Barkley's serve into the net. Katie is going to attend Hawaii Pacific University. Bears back by 1. Salas to serve. Short serve is never easy to play. Doing goes up. And the Bears somehow get it back. Looked like Doing was going to put that away. She'll try it again. Missed it wide. Point Bears. We're even at 6.
The whole play started out with a great short serve by MA. They got Kyla Doig the middle to pass. As an MA fan or player, obviously you want that to happen, but on the Redondo side, get your middle out of there. Either she takes it nice and easy overhand or don't take it at all.
Bears getting up on that net beautifully. Grover able to block that ball back. That one's dumped down and it worked. Yosia will take it. It wasn't as attractive as she might have liked, but the result was great.
It's a difficult rotation for the Seahawks. Yosia has her middle blocker, the freshman Kyla Doig, Amanda Sau, an undersized left-sider, and Maddie Relaz, an undersized right-sider. So she wisely tries to take it into her own hands and barely does so successfully.
And she put her hands over her eyes like, oh no, I'm lucky to get that one.
And that's also why you'll see a lot of Megan Rice out of the back row.
It's a pretty good job off the right side from Eliza Grover. She's a junior, 6 feet, exactly 200 kills on the year. Great attitude and a lot of energy. That's power from Doig and a great connection from Yosia. Doig is only a freshman. Rice. That was crushed.
Well, this is probably the rotation that Redondo wants to score their most points. They get a good block by Yosia on the right, and then they're going to be covered and swing from the left with Megan Rice. So they've got their best blocking lineup as well as their best attacking, even with the setter in the front row.
There's the slide for Doig, who hit it out. She had the line available and just missed it.
Just missed, maybe a freshman mistake. I'm not sure if you can call her a freshman this late in the season.
Knapp behind the line has 45 aces. Center line violation against Redondo Union. We're even at 9. Back and forth they go in this opening set. We could be here a while with these Division I teams playing for the state title. Rice, sharp angle winner. That was spectacular. And even on the other side, Fletcher Anderson had to applaud that effort.
Such a good matchup, Collins and Rice. Collins trying to get out there. Frustrated she couldn't. Rice still beating her inside.
Boy, that was not an easy one to convert. Koopman into the net. That serve. She plays in the back row for Doig. 10 apiece. Teams just trading points, kind of a feeling out process in our championship match. Doig, there she is, such a talented freshman player. It's long from the middle. Another point for MA. Casey Baker at 6'3", swung hard, missed it.
Tallest player on the team. Yossia's got to get that set a little bit higher to really use the height of Casey Baker.
Tough serve, and it's an ace. Beautiful job by Jacqueline DeSanto. That was her 56th ace of the year. Plays much taller than her frame. Rice tipping, got it. And you talked about the assortment of shots for Megan Rice. She has really diversified her game.
Well, she doesn't hit much harder than she did as a younger underclassman. She just hits smarter. Every time when she was a junior or even a sophomore, she'd go up and try to hit the tar out of the ball, and now she does a lot smarter shots like that one to tip, and sometimes just taking a little bit off of it.
Rice didn't take anything off of that one. 12 apiece. Rice with another kill. Megan the Machine. Ace. You can't serve it any better than that. Yossia, 4-year player. This is some serve.
She's been on fire from the service line. Has that jump serve with a high toss, leaves the passers just waiting.
Another point for Redondo Union. And for MA, Menlo Atherton, they still have Noreen Yossia to contend with those powerful serves. It comes at you in a hurry. Going in the wrong direction, and it's a point for Menlo Atherton. And they get Noreen off that back line. Fletcher Anderson, a very engaging guy, very confident individual, head coach. In his first year at Menlo Atherton. Rice, pure power. Of course, Menlo Atherton is from Palo Alto, California. Trying to win it. Make it a clean sweep for the North. Champions of Divisions 5, 4, 3, and 2 are the North. Branson, Notre Dame, Valley Christian, and Archbishop Mitty, all winners earlier today. That one's tooled off the block nicely by Maddie Relaz. Katie Barkley, the anchor of the defense of Redondo Union. That service in and hit the line. Meliodas thought for all the world it was going to go long, and it hit that line.
Well, it's a great added skill that liberos need to have now, and that's serving. A great dropping float serve from Katie Barkley.
MA has to be careful here. They're out of system. They have a center line violation. They're down for Redondo Union. Is streaking. And Fletcher Anderson takes a timeout for Menlo Atherton. Trying to settle his unit down. That was a very even first set, but suddenly a spurt from the Seahawks.
Really came about from the back line. The service of Nariño Sia and then Katie Barkley is where this has really catapulted the Seahawks to a 4-point lead. Megan Rice will get her kills, and she bounced one from the right side, but then she missed her serve. So it's all about serving and passing. It seems to be, no matter the level of play or the division, Coach Fletcher Anderson talks about keying on Rice and the outside hitters of Redondo. But serving and passing is what's really going to give MA the ability to run the middle and then therefore open up their outside attackers like Leanna Collins.
Well, I don't think this is a critical. In the old days, we used to call it side out, but there's really no side outs in rally scoring. But Menlo Atherton certainly needs what was an old-fashioned side out, try to break the momentum of Redondo Union and Katie Barkley. Long rally goes to Redondo Union, and they stretch it to a 5-point lead.
And one of the maybe more hidden things that the serve from Katie Barkley is doing is that's congesting the attackers. MA tried to run a slide that last time, but they just didn't have the room because of where the serve was and where the players were then positioned.
Grover doing a nice job hanging around the net for MA. That one is long. Out of the back row came Jacqueline DeSanto. She missed it. And it's 20-14. And Seahawks stretch the lead to 6. Redondo Union didn't win their section. They lost to Mater Dei in the tournament. Went on to win the regional as an at-large. Of course, Mater Dei in Orange County always with a fabulous program, and they knocked off this Redondo Union team in 4 sets. There's Tommy Chaffins. Wonderful personality. Always encouraging his girls the right way. Short serve. Sharp angle winning kill for Amanda Sow. Normally she chisels the block. That time she went on the angle.
Amanda Sow hasn't played in the front row since she played 14s with her club team, but she's so good at just moving the ball around. You could see it on that shot.
Joust up in the air. Seahawks attack, and it's hit out. Point for Menlo Atherton. Looking to rally, down by a handful.
This again a rotation where Redondo could get into trouble. Watch for Yosia to either dump or set Rice in the back row.
You called it. It was Rice. Rolling dig by Salas keeps it alive for the Bears. Slide to Doig. Another dig by Salas. A digging clinic by Kiana. And another one. Got to make a tape of that performance. Unfortunately, they have a hitting error. But take a bow. Kiana Salas with all those digs.
3 digs in a row. It's the turkey, right?
Nothing about her is a turkey. 22-16. Redondo's up the level of how they're playing. They've been playing great of late. And another point It's what Tommy Chafin's wanted his team to just maintain the rhythm. And he talked to his team about suffocating defense. That was going to be the theme coming in. Well, their suffocating defense has given them a commanding 23-16 advantage in this first set.
It's really put MA on the ropes late in set number 1. It was close through the middle, but the service game has really changed the dynamics of set number 1. And Redondo seems just a little bit more comfortable. Even on that long rally when MA got some great digs by Kiana Salas, the attack just wasn't there. It wasn't as confident and comfortable. And maybe that's a result of Redondo having been here last year.
Well, this momentum started with that great win at Torrey Pines. Torrey Pines has a fabulous team. They were the highest seed in the Southern California region. A lot of people thought they'd win the state title. And Redondo Union went there as the number 4 seed in the regional and knocked off Torrey Pines.
Yeah, I'm trying to recall. Torrey Pines had one loss previously on the season to, I think, a team, Assumption, out of Kentucky, one of the highest ranked teams in the nation. That was it. And they went through the CIF San Diego section playoffs without a blemish.
Rice again. It's her 3rd kill on an overpass in this first set. So a little rice with your dinner tonight. Unfortunately for MA, who's been too much of the rice. And there's a roof on DeSanto. Doig got her, and Redondo Union has the set impressively. 25-16. It was even through the first half of the set. And the Seahawks, who are 35-4, pulled away and were dominant coming down the home stretch of set number 1. They are the champions of this division, and they flexed their muscles in that opening set. Megan Rice was terrific. So was Doig and the rest, but number 77 is kind of a cool number, isn't it? Well, she's not only wearing a cool number, she is a cool customer. Redondo Union went 38-2 last year. They had great hitters, Yasmin the Dart Hani, who's now at Texas, and April Bustamante, who's at USC. But they just plug in great player after great player, and the champs won the first set, and they were impressive 25-16. Randy Rosenblum back with Dustin Avall, and Dustin, that was an impressive performance, especially by Megan Rice.
That's who they plugged in 2015. Megan Rice headed to UCSB from the right and the left, and really enjoying the tough service game that the Seahawks have been employing, and those overpasses are easy kills for 77. She leads the team through 1, hoping to lead them to back-to-back state titles.
Yeah, she's pretty good. You're having a good time. She has a lot of character when you don't win your division, your CIF bracket. There's no really sadness because it's such a great division of the CIF with all those powerhouses from Southern California. But to come back and win the regional, now come into the state match, and led by Megan Rice as a senior, have a shot at winning all the marbles of the state for the 2nd year in a row. Is really a tribute to the coaching staff, Tommy Chafins and his crew, and all these players who have rebounded from the disappointment of the CIF to come all the way to here.
There's a lot of ways that the Seahawks can win. They won that first set off their serves and off of Megan Rice, but we talked about Kyla Doig, the middle, and Casey Baker, the other middle blocker, and they can really take over the match on their own terms. And Noreen Ucia is ultimately the consummate coach on the floor. Actually, a coach herself, helps her dad Moy with the boys Frosh soft team. So the players that we thought would show up for Redondo, really only one has, and we profiled Collins for MA. We'll see if she can be a bigger factor in set number 2.
What'd you say? Are you coaching now at Menlo Atherton? Because that's exactly what happened. Right down the line, beautifully done by Leanna.
Only her 2nd kill of the match.
Didn't see the ball a whole lot in the first set. She has 2 kills on 4 attacks. And Doig again, another weapon in the middle for Redondo Union. They roofed her. Oh, beautiful stuff. Number 12, Baker.
Casey Baker headed to Georgia Southern next year as the tallest player, 6'3", next to Megan Rice out there, and Noreen Yossi on the right for that matter. This is the best blocking lineup that Redondo has.
What'd you say? You're looking like a genius here.
I've seen 1 or 2 games and 1 or 2 matches in my time, and it's not tough to do a little math and see that a couple of 6-foot girls.
Yeah, but you're acting like Kreskin here. You're giving us the results before it happens. 3-1, Redondo. How about another block? Ball really never cleared. He glanced off the antenna and came over. It was blocked back, so it's 4-1 Redondo Union.
That's probably an error as you'd score it, but Menlo Atherton has to be careful not to go down too big too early because they could just be in the rearview mirror in this entire match.
Well, they get an ace. So right now everything's going well for the Seahawks. The champions are playing well. That was an ace for the junior Koopman. Another good serve. DeSanto out of the back row with the kill. Can't emphasize enough, Jacqueline is only 5'6", but she's a high riser. Doig goes to the bench, the fabulous freshman.
The problem is when you're undersized like she is, you can have some great matches, and then sometimes when it's just not connecting, it's not very good. She's had some trouble early.
MA had 2 blockers over there, and Rice still drove it through. How do you slow her down?
You got to do it with your serve. It's got to be from the beginning of the play, because if she gets the approach that she wants and the ability to hit the set from Yossi, it's too late already.
Yossi with that big-time serve. Now she'll go back to her setting role. Outside, Rice tipping. Off the net, it's alive. Pancake dig. For the moment, it looked like it was going to be saved beautifully by Kirby Knapp, but it did hit the ground, and it is another point for Redondo Union.
A couple of tips by Redondo, including this one from Baker. Good effort by the MA Bears, but that ball was down.
It was nicely pushed through. Collins with the winner. Tommy Chafin's having a good time. Kind of agonizing over that one. He shows his feelings, doesn't he?
Wears his heart on his sleeve, for better or for worse.
Oh, I think that's for better. Got that big smile. Jovial guy. Well, he's on top of the world. He's got a championship, and he's gunning for number 2, and he's got a lead. And his team in transition is playing very well. Relaz with the kill. Coming off her best offensive night of the year is Relaz, and there's a performance with 9 kills in the regional final for Tommy's team. That's power. Beautifully done by Lauren Heller. That's the first time she's seen the ball.
Power coming from some unexpected sources. Down the line, a great swing by Lauren Heller. Past the block, over the defense.
Well, she had a match against a very good Pittman team of Turlock where she had 10 kills off the bench. But MA gives it right back. They're in a hole here against Redondo Union. Let's see on the scoreboard. Seahawks with a 5-point lead early, second set. Looking to go up 2 sets. That one's through. Another kill for Maddie Relaz. And again in transition. This Redondo Union team so good. They go from offense to defense.
Well, and momentum is such a weird thing. And after that big kill by Lauren Heller on the side of the MA Bears, they went back and missed a serve. So they kind of had a quick high point and then immediately stopped it. And then on the Redondo side, there was kind of a funny play where Maddie Relaz sort of tripped over the setter, Noreen Yosia, and then the set came out to Relaz, and she was just so jovial and so much enjoyment on the Seahawks side of the net, and it shows in their play.
How did Redondo Union get to the finals? Again, a big win over Torrey Pines in San Diego in 4 sets. How about getting by Clovis East earlier in the tournament in 5 sets, and then a hot Trabuco Hills team that took out Mater Dei in 5. Seahawks disposed of them in 3. Quite a road to the finals.
Yeah, that Clovis game that Redondo played, they actually were up 2-0, and then it went to 5. So there was a point in that match where they were sort of looking in the mirror saying, is this where it's going to end? We're going to go up 2-0 and then end up losing in 5, but they went through that, and from there, they've just been on fire. And a credit also on the other side of that SoCal bracket to Trabuco Hills, team that's coached by Craig Moothart, who for the first time in school history won their league, let alone CIF, and making it to the SoCal Regional Final.
And knocking off Mater Dei in the tournament was just a great accomplishment. That one's down, finally, for MA. DeSanto with the touch shot. Grover Servan, a utility player, great attitude, very team-oriented, and Tommy's checking the notes. Well, I think we're doing pretty well. He's probably looking on that note card, thrilled to death right now. And Doig paints a winner in the right corner. Offensively, Doig as a freshman is accomplished.
Well, it runs in the family. Her father, Jason, played in the NHL.
She tips it. Wouldn't call it a slap shot, but it is a tip.
It's a little wrister. Top shelf.
I like that. 12-5. Seahawks by 7. Won the first set 25-16, so they're on a roll here so far, the champions, and they're blocking. And that's beautifully done by the setter, Yosia, number 2. She's on her way to the University of Hawaii. She's got a great all-around game.
Great job by Noreen Yosia, out against the undersized DeSanto. But we've seen this before, Randy, in different championship matches, right around this point where the team that's leading has an opportunity to pull away, or the team trailing, this is where they need to make a move if they want to stay in it.
Well, there's a nice move. It's Jacqueline DeSanto again. Now over 300 kills on the season. It's Monte Vista in the regional final. She had 14 kills. Small, but again, plays very, very large. Serve takes the Seahawks out of system. Free ball for MA. Beautiful dump. It's down for Yosia. She makes all the right choices. A very high volleyball IQ.
Not to dissent against the officials, but I think that ball was actually up. A great play on the pancake. I think that was an early whistle, premature.
I agree with you. Nonetheless, Yosia, you talked about it. She literally is a coach on the floor.
As they would say, the ball never lies. Misserved by the Seahawks. Point back to Menlo Atherton.
I've heard that term a lot. You really think the ball knows?
It's a karma thing, right?
I guess so. Spanked for a winner nicely by Kyla Doig. By the time she's done, Doig, she'll become only the 7th player to become a 4-year starter at Redondo Union.
Well, if things go the way that Redondo wants, Kyla Doig will probably be the 2nd highest kill getter in the match. That's the way their offense just sort of runs.
Rice would be number 1.
Absolutely.
It's the second kill for Heller, who's come off the bench for MA and done nicely.
Heller's a sophomore, but she seems to be the brightest point on the offense that's consistently putting attacks in play for the Bears.
Well, Coach Anderson said she's getting better with every match, swinging harder and higher. And Rice, she hasn't had very many misses. Bears within 6. Salas with the serve. Rice again off the block. Not a hard swing, but effective.
Such a smart swing by the senior, number 77, Megan Rice, to be all the way inside the court, and rather than try to keep going inside, just go softly off the block and tool it out of bounds.
That's beautiful. That was a rocket from Collins.
The problem with putting Collins on the right is you need a good pass to set her. That time, the Bears got the pass they needed. She powered it through the block.
Rice with the save. Rice with the spike winner. From defense to offense, 77 did it beautifully.
She just continues to play smarter and smarter. I don't mean to harp on it, but if you had seen her a couple of years ago, these swings where she was capable of doing them, but she didn't choose to do them at the times.
How about that? From the deep court, the off-speed winner from Jacqueline DeSanto. I don't think Tommy liked the fact that there was a hole in the middle of his defense.
What we call campfire defense. Everyone just sitting around the fire.
That comes back. Well, maybe that'll ignite Menlo Atherton. They not only dig Rice, they score off the dig.
It was a great play by Redondo, exactly what they wanted to run, and somehow MA Bears, Alexa Romeliotis got it right back over the net.
Rice, another powerful kill. Boy, she is all out all the time.
That back row attack that she has running the pipe, especially when they have a quick attacker going up first, is almost like a combination into the back row. Unfortunately, there's not much block up to fool.
That was in. That did get the line. They're within 5. I sense, I don't know if it'll be enough, that Menlo Atherton is up their game. Their intensity levels higher. They realize they can't fall behind by 2 sets.
Absolutely, and like we said, this is the time in the match where it needs to happen.
That one is down again for Rice. Roll shot, beautifully orchestrated, despite the effort of Grover to try to dig it. Here's Maddie Relaz serving. Upbeat, happy girl is number 21. DeSanto. What a tribute to her that at 5'6", she can score the ball like that.
Seems to be the leader on their attack as a junior. Even though Heller has been more effective, DeSanto definitely sees more swings.
The quick is hit out by Doig. And the Bears still in the hunt. Will the Bears come out of hibernation? We shall see. Seahawks looking for 20. They have it. Sal with the put away.
Sometimes it's just pure comedy watching Coach Tommy Chaffins after the play. He's up and down, he's pointing around, he's talking to players down the bench. It's pure comedy.
I don't think he's laughing about that serve, though.
No, but he seems to always have a positive outlook and a smile on his face.
And he's not quiet on the sideline, is
No,
he?
that's for sure. Oh, great set.
Ed Rice puts it down. Well, Redondo Union within 4 of going up 2 sets to love. There's a situation, even though Tommy's pointed an area where to serve, that Menlo Atherton's got to make a move.
Oh, well, great serve.
He picked out the right area, didn't he?
Yeah. Jesse Koopman.
So the Koopman ace builds the lead to a half a dozen. Redondo Union is sailing along, trying to repeat as Division I state champions.
It's so key to come up with a couple of points there because, as you said, the Bears started to up their game. You could feel it. It had a palpable just air about the gym. And then with a quick couple of kills and tough serve, now all the momentum back on the Redondo side, and they're just 3 points away from going up 2-0 in the match.
How did MA get to this state final? Their road is impressive as well because the North so strong in girls volleyball. That road to the finals is never easy, having to go through some of the powerhouse teams in the NorCal finals, the likes of Pittman Turlock, who took them out last year 15-12 in the 5th. But, they moved through the bracket, won 7 in a row, 2-time Central Coast Section D1 champions.
Well, they took down Monte Vista, which was the #1 seeded team in their division in Northern California.
Did a great job, but they can't stop Baker at 6'3". Tremendous effort for the middle blocker, the senior, on her way to Georgia Southern. She's a commit there. I haven't seen her run the slide, and she usually does. 23-16. Seahawks looking for 24. There is that slide. It was tipped wide. I took a page out of your book.
Yeah, good call.
Thank you. Well, Salas needs to go on quite a run here.
Especially considering the next server for the Redondo Seahawks will be Noreen Yosia with that great jump serve she's gotten so many points on tonight.
Great block. Baker again with help from Yosia. And it is set point. There's number 12 Baker, who's suddenly starting to grow, it seems. She even seems bigger than the 6'3" out there. One more for the set. And there's Yosia putting it in play. That's straight down. That's some kill by Collins. That was a powerful spike winner.
That's what we talked about in the pregame that we expected to see.
Well, Collins and company need more. Set point number 2. Rice finishes it off, 25-18. And the Megan Rice show continues. Yosia was terrific in that set as well. There she is, number 2. She does her talking as the captain. She can talk to the up official, but her talking on the floor was very good as well. 25-16 and 25-18 for Tommy Chaffins. Redondo Union is 1 set away from more glory. And welcome back to Santiago Canyon College in Orange, California. Redondo Union 1 set away from their 2nd consecutive Division I state championship. Randy Rosenbaum with Dustin Avall. Redondo Union looks fabulous, Dustin.
Both these games have been tight early and even into the middle, and then Redondo just seems to have a little more firepower and pull away towards the end.
Great serving. Great serving.
Serving from the back line has been very consistent. Noreen Yosia with that high toss jump serve, and Katie Barkley, the libero, with the jump float as well.
Will it be Katie by the door, though, or can Menlo Atherton turn this around?
Well, they're going to have to. They don't have a whole lot of time left. We talked about Leanna Collins in the pregame. She had some great swings in the second set, number 9 on the right. But in order to get the ball to her, MA Bears have to really pass a lot better to get the setter an opportunity to funnel those balls to the backside.
Well, there's Collins looking to heat up in the third set. Of course, if Redondo Union wins the set, they are the champions for the second year in a row. Last year it wasn't surprising. Again, they were 38-2, ended up finishing number 2 in the country. Had Bedard Hani and April Bustamante, plus a lot of these players. It was a powerhouse team that was expected to win. This team, not surprising that Redondo Union is here, but it's not expected. Would you say this is an overachieving Redondo Union team, Dustin?
I would, yeah. They last year's team, I think Tommy would tell you, if he was being honest, would beat this year's team. You talked about some of the players that they lost. They're a much smarter team than they were last year, I think, in terms of just being better at ball control as opposed to having the raw power and talent that they did last season.
Oh, unquestionably, Menlo Atherton is going to have to step up their game against the champions. 16 kills in this match for Megan Rice. She's played big. She's hitting 500 in the match. Give her another kill. She's above 500. Kill number 17 for the star of Redondo Union.
And above and beyond anyone on her team in terms of the second most kill getter. She's just head and shoulders right now in this match, even on both sides of the net, leaving him in the dust.
That's your setter spiking the ball. Noreen Yosia, who had 40 assists in last year's final, which produced the championship team. Of course, Yosia is a USA Today preseason All-American, and she's lived up to the billing. 3-love for the champs. That one is in. Beautiful kill by DeSanto after a great rolling dig by Alexa Rumeliotis, the libero, to keep it alive.
Great
Fletcher
swing.
loved it.
Great swing by DeSanto from the back row, and that was really at a time where the Bears needed a point.
Serve from Chloe Johnson. DeSanto again out of the deep court. Some big arm swings here. And unfortunately, the rally doesn't end that way. And an ugly finish to a wonderful rally. And it's 4-1 Redondo Union. Their fans understand they're very close to another state crown. And Yosia with another, I guess still another ace. She does it all the time.
Yeah, and Fletcher Anderson knows that it's close to being out of hand. He takes an early timeout, trailing 1-5.
Yeah, that's a great timeout by Fletcher at this point. How do you handle a serve like Yosia? What's the best advice to that first passer to try to get in front of that and make a good pass off that dynamic serve?
Well, in the first place, you want to make sure you have the right people out there, and then if it's 3 girls in passing formation and serve receive, then you make sure they know their assignments. If you don't think they can do it, then maybe you step another girl back to make it a 4-person serve receive and cover a little more court.
Great state action here, indoors, outdoors on the gridiron. Football's around the corner again, December 11th and 12th. All those division games, live games each night on TWC Community and TWCCommunity.com. See who will be heading to Sacramento to play for the state championship. That's December 11th and 12th on TWC Community and TWCCommunity.com. Well, the North has won the first 4 divisions, but right now the South in good shape, up 2 sets and 5-1. That's Redondo Union looking for their 36th win in 40 starts. And Yosia with that jump serve. Another ace.
The MA Bears made a substitution out of the timeout, but it looked like there was a little bit of a confusion as to who was supposed to stay in and pass, and because of that, there was a gaping hole that Noreen Yosia just attacked with the ace.
And a breakdown by the Bears. That's so tough. You have a free ball and an opportunity to score. You lose the chance and just keep you-know-who on that line to serve. Noreen Yosia. And again, they're out of system because of the potent serve.
Oh, great dig.
Seahawks are dominating in all phases, blocking, serving, attacking. Rice again with the off-speed shot, and Tommy's team, he wanted his team to maintain the rhythm. They have maintained the rhythm.
They're in rhythm right now. They're basically doing whatever they want. It's just at will, serving, passing, hitting.
And blocking. Throw that one in. They're getting everything, and that's quite a finish by Baker. Casey Baker has given Redondo Union an 8-point advantage.
Off the block, and then a dig by Barkley. Baker just backhands it down the line. Everything's going the way of Redondo.
The killer bees, Barkley and Baker, and the power of Noreen Yosia. This is some display in the 3rd set by the champs. And there's nothing Fletcher Anderson can do about it on that sideline.
Give him credit, he's trying. Timeout, substitution, anything he can do to try to break up the rhythm of Noreen Yosia and the Redondo Seahawks.
That's a bet in the backcourt. Very good defender and passer. Finally, a soft kill for DeSanto. And a long time coming this side out. Down by 8. This Menlo Atherton team's had a great year, but they're going to have to reach back for something extra at this point. Rice got a touch and a kill. It's been a clinic by the Seahawks in set 3. Well executed offense and a put away for Jacqueline DeSanto.
Well, this is the point for the Bears where they need to celebrate even the littlest things. On a kill like that, even if it's fake, you really got to go with it and then hope that that catches on and can gain some momentum for your squad.
Grover hits it wide. Obviously, you're down by a large margin. You cannot do that.
Well, you can't get them all back at once, so you've just got to focus on the play at hand.
Katie Barkley serving, 3-year starter at Redondo Union. That's saying something with that program. Sal's got another winner. They just paint one winner after another. 13-3.
And Amanda Sau is not in there to get kills. She's in there to be smart, play some defense and ball control. But when she's getting kills, that means things are going really well for the Seahawks.
Loyola's checked in, Sophia Loyal. And Loyola, her dad was a great player on the beach for Brazil. See if MA can build on that.
Substitution coming back in, number 9, Leanna Collins, for number 11, Shauna Sutter.
MA needs to string a lot of points together. Loyola. Just like Dad, Father Jose, one of the great Brazilian players on the beach of all time.
Yeah, a couple of times MVP of the AVPs, actually here tonight. Coaches a couple of beach teams now. Knows a little bit about the game.
He could really get up. I mean, he could really get up. And another ace from the Redondo Union side. This one coming from Maddie Relaz, and another timeout. The inevitable for Menlo Atherton. They know. Great year, but it appears that run is about to end, as the champions have been just too good.
This is one of those tough huddles for a coaching staff when you know that things may be a little bit out of your reach, but you want to make sure that you're staying positive, you're helping your girls out. It's been such a great season, and this match isn't indicative of the year entirety.
And the wife always gets the last word. That's the assistant coach, Lauren Fletcher's wife. Good player in her own right at Santa Clara, middle blocker.
Santa Clara is a great program up there. John Wallace, Aaron Mansfield, also a beach team coached by Matt Lyles.
The number's 10. That's how many more points Redondo Union needs, but you know that, and so do they. Trying to go over the block. DeSanto did get a touch. It's a nice job by Jacqueline. She's had a nice match. She's been productive.
Definitely the most prolific of the attackers for the Bears.
Lauren Heller, number 12, has checked in for Menlo Atherton. Looking for more offensive fireworks as the MA coaching staff. And Loyola's come in and quickly has a couple kills.
This is the great part about championship matches. Somebody like Sophia Loyola hasn't played a whole lot this season, gets in, gets a couple of kills, nice play, good memory.
Collins is done by Barkley. Rice off the tape and down, another winner for Megan Rice. Even the net is her friend.
This just seems to be rolling well for Megan Rice and Redondo Seahawks.
That's a great set. Now the tip hit the antenna by Rice and is out, but that ball came across the court from Yosia. I mean, that was not an easy set to execute, and she got it there.
I don't think Megan Rice was actually ready for it. She didn't think it was going to be set that far across the court.
Now she back sets Loyola, and she puts it away. Yosia makes everybody around her look great. Here comes the bench. I see Theus coming in, number 24. Yes, that's Reggie Theus' daughter, who great basketball player in the NBA, star at UNLV, now coaching at Cal State Northridge. Theus wears number 24. Tommy knows he's in great shape. He wants all these players to experience what the feeling's about. Rice hit it just a shade long. Point Menlo Atherton. Menlo Atherton, you talk about climbing back. This is like scaling Mount Everest to try to come back in this one.
They have quite a hole they're going to have to dig themselves out of.
Sabet, the senior serving. Theus throwing it down. Ryan Theus at 5'11". She's a senior. So, Dad, you scored 19,000 points in the NBA, but I got a kill in the state final. You never did that. Seahawks feeling it. 5-0. And guess who's serving? Beautiful kill by Lauren Heller. She had 3 kills in this match that have been splendid. Really driving the ball. Good follow through. Well, we're on championship countdown for Redondo Union.
Yeah, they're definitely feeling it over there on the bench.
And some of the reserves weren't quite as dominant. 20-9. Theus didn't clear the net with that one. Still a 10-point cushion. And again, Jacqueline splitting those blockers. Jacqueline DeSanto.
Don't tell the Bears that this is over. They're still playing just as hard. There's a reason that you got to play all the way to 25.
Rice. Boy, she can really bring it.
Just firing from the right side, from the left. We've seen her from the back row. Now see what she can do from the service line.
DeSanto again tooling the block. Casey Olson, seldom used, comes in for Menlo Atherton. She wears number 10, backup setter. That one is wide. But we're going to have an overall. It was ruled out by the lineswoman, but up top they said it was good, so it's a point for Menlo Atherton. At what point does Tommy Chaffins bring his starters back in full?
I don't know if he would ever do that. Honestly, I think Tommy will probably let him play all the way through this, and he keeps adding more substitutions. I saw Raquel Alba come off the bench. Now Maddie Relaz is back in, so he'll always keep a few of the starters in the mix.
Still has a 8-point lead, needing 4 more for the championship. Make it 3 more. Alba with the kill. Raquel with a moment to remember. And now she'll serve.
Keep her in to serve. Yeah, Barkley started to run in, and Tommy pulled her back onto the bench.
This is so great. Did you see that? Yosia with a magnificent save. Seahawks, unbelievable defense. This might be the rally of the day. And Rice from the back court, and the fans are on their feet. They appreciate what Redondo Union has accomplished here and on that exchange.
What a couple of ping pong digs by Redondo. And finally the put away from Rice.
And a dump by Kirby Knapp. Big smile from Kirby. She's in the school choir, quite a singer. And a note on her. Well, that's the 14th point for her side. And an ace. Redondo Union still needs 2 points. Tommy still exhorting his team on. Rice again. Bears stay in the rally. Loyola kills it. Her 4th kill off the bench has brought us to championship point. Looking for 2 in a row. Redondo Union needs 1 point. Their fans are standing and holding 1 finger in the air. They need 1. They're swinging for the title. Loyola finishes it off. And Redondo Union repeats. Well, they might have an overrule. There's a violation.
I think a net was called on the block attempt. Tough to pull everybody out and make them do it again, but a couple of bruised ankles, maybe torn knee pads.
Good practice though on running out.
Yeah.
It's 24-16. What a time for an overrule. Championship point number 2. That's in. Loyola's got it this time.
They'll do it again.
And this time it counts. 25-16. That was the same score of set number 1. Well, the middle set, 25-18. Redondo Union 36-4. How impressive was that? Megan Rice, 77, Sunset Redondo Union. And for the coaching staff and players of Menlo Atherton, the maroon and gold will have to finish second this year, but a great run. Well, Redondo Union was great in the Southern California final, but this feels so good. The Seahawks are the champions.
center court for the presentation of awards. The 2015 Division I CIF State Championship Awards are being presented this evening by CIF Executive Committee members Marcy Crawford and Chris Heller. Before presenting the team awards, pursuing victory with honor is perhaps the greatest attribute an athlete can exhibit. The 6 core ethical values of trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, fairness, caring, and good citizenship provide the backbone of what the CIF tries to encourage through educational athletics. The pursuing victory with honor award winners for this match are from Menlo, Atherton, Kirby Knapp. And from Redondo Union, Sophia Loyola.
Redondo Union dominates and wins the D1 state championship that they so much desired for the second year in a row. There's Menlo Atherton, our Division I runner-up. They finished the season with a sparkling 27-8 record. Redondo Union improves to 36-4. I'm Randy Rosenblum with Dustin Avall. One more time, and before we go off the air, Dustin, we want to thank our entire TWC crew. Fabulous job. We covered 5 matches here today, and Branson earlier over Upland Christian, Notre Dame of Belmont over Laguna Blanca of Santa Barbara, Valley Christian from the San Jose area over Olympian of San Diego. Village Christian fell to the powerhouse Archbishop Mitty in D2, and of course this is our D1 match. And I want to thank our entire crew for a long day and night and a job well done. That hand is for you. Well, Menlo Atherton just ran into a buzzsaw in Redondo Union. Again, I go back to what Tommy Chafin said about keeping the rhythm going, and certainly they did. Just seemed like whenever Redondo Union wanted to turn it on, they did, Dustin.
Yeah, it wasn't without some bright spots for Menlo Atherton, but they just couldn't string together quite enough. Some great defensive plays by Kiana Salas at points. Jacqueline DeSanto, really a high flyer at just 5'6".
She had 14 kills.
Yeah, but they just couldn't put it all together at the right time. Like you said, Redondo just had too much all at once.
There's Fletcher Anderson. He's going to do a great job there. Only his first season gets him all the way to the championship state final. Got some nice trophies to bring back to his hometown in Palo Alto. And now they will recognize the D1 CIF state champions of Redondo Union. Seahawks 2 years in a row. And their fans, their adoring fans, love it. Did you expect this kind of dominance in this D1 match?
Well, not having seen Menlo Atherton, I couldn't really guess, and knowing that Redondo was a good team, but maybe not as strong as they were last year, I wouldn't say so. No, I didn't expect them to win this handily, but they had all, everything was firing on all cylinders. Megan Rice just blew everybody out of the water with 22 kills. I mean, above and beyond anything that anybody else was doing out there.
And early Redondo Union saves face for Southern California for the South Regional. All 5 matches were pretty dominant, all sweeps but one. Archbishop Mitty dropped a set to Village Christian in D2, but the first 4 all to the north. Finally, the South has risen again, and there's Yosia with all the hugs. She's on her way to Hawaii. Great, great player.
I definitely expected a much more balanced attack out of Redondo Union, but after Megan Rice's 22 kills, the next players had 5, so it wasn't even close.
How about Loyola? Came in, had 10 attempts, 5 kills, hit 500, and closed it out with the winner.
Yeah, they really do a great job of involving everyone, and when a player comes in to participate, they don't shy away from really putting them right into the offense.
Eddie Relaz with some hugs. And here she is, Megan Rice. And she'll play for the Gauchos in Santa Barbara. They've got a good one. As Ryan Theus had an opportunity to puncture a winner. Sal, very good player. Everyone got an opportunity to get in, and that makes it even sweeter. The Bay League, so powerful. Miracosta, Redondo Union. And Tommy Chaffins. You love this guy.
He's a great guy. I mean, players love playing for him. He wins titles. Well, he's a great teacher, not just of the game, but in the classroom and outside of the gym. What else can you say?
Great coach. The celebration begins for Redondo Union, our 2015 CIF Volleyball Division I champions. That's the portrait that they all want. 2 in a row. You see him with the 2 fingers for 2 in a row. Wow, what a performance. Redondo Union winning in straight sets. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Randy.
Great job. For Dustin, I'm Randy. Congratulations to the champs. They're the champions again. So long from Orange, California.